Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Vikings are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Packers team that wants to keep the running game in check. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. For the first time with Lacey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Play clock winding down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering into deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. A dump off to Lacey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
Well, he's talking about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll try to run it in with Murray. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second down, here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And tough starting field position here. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, as he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. It's caught by Treadwell. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First down, Bridgewater. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Bridgewater now on second down. Dorsett making the catch. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got teams who went in opposite directions last week. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Vikings.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They come up in an offset eye. They pitch it out to Murray. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Bridgewater now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Bridgewater. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. Third down here. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And able to find Dorsett. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go. Wide 80.
Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Wide 90. Tiger.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First down, Rodgers. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he's brought down. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They go play action for Lacey. Now Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Speed comes off the edge there, Charles, from the end, and he blindsides him.
And the guy who's supposed to protect the quarterback, maybe the highest paid guy on the offensive line, the left tackle, hard to deal with there. Defensive end had too much speed and got to him. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They'll come out in the pistol. Second down, Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Bridgewater now on second down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Bridgewater on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
And he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They start the drive with Smallwood. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Deep drop. And he's got his man on the out route. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
319. 319. 319.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from Minneapolis after this. The play clock's running down. And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. And again, it's Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Bridgewater again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. 2nd and goal from the 7. Mason. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Third and goal for Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers surveying the field. Caught by Montgomery. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. Right.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Get ready. 180. Hey.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Minnesota 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Get ready. 180.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd down, Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Walsh now for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
2nd down following the run. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Let's go. 180. 180.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here's Jacob Shum now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They come up in an offset eye. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's Jeff Locke now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, Murray. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Rodgers going to give to Lacey on the draw. Lacey hit. He lost the football. It's out. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.